Radio Heartbeats with Charlie Southern.
Have you seen her there by the chai lights? Well, we're lucky enough to have some guests in the studio tonight from Ormskirk Rotary Club, the Clocktower branch, I think that is right. And welcome to everybody. Now, Mark, you're going to take over and have a little bit of a talk to one of the members, I believe.
Yeah, we can't have visitors down at the hospital radio without having a little bit of a chat. So I'm going to spend a few moments to talk to Julie Graham from the Clocktower Rotary Club. First of all, good evening. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, and it's lovely to be here, and thank you for showing us round before we're speaking tonight.
Lovely to have you in the studio. It's nice to give people a sense of what we do here at Radio Heartbeat. So we've taken a few moments away from Charlie for a sec, and just to talk a little bit about yourself, what you do. So just tell us, somewhat briefly, what maybe a little bit about yourself and what you do at the Clocktower Rotary.
Okay. Well, I'm actually just a retired occupational therapist. I used to work in this hospital in the community, but we were based up in Bickerstaff House, so it's nice to come back here and visit. I'm a founder member of Ormskirk Clocktower Rotary, and for people that don't know, it's a fundraising group of people who meet and socialise, and we work on lots of different projects, both locally and internationally, really. So you might have seen us at Christmas with the Santa float going around the streets of Ormskirk, Burscough, Skelmersdale, and we do lots of different projects. We have a small grant scheme which is open to the public. They can apply for grants for their local projects, and we donate money to lots of different good causes like Queen's Court Hospice, Galloway's, homeless charities, all sorts really. We're always looking for new ideas for fundraising ideas. In fact, we've most recently donated money to the hospital radio because Bill, as you know from your radio, came to give us a talk, which was very interesting. So that's how we're here tonight.
Of course, speaking on behalf of the radio and Bill, we are very grateful as well for the donation. But on a more personal level, why did you get involved with Rotary? What was your motivation into getting into it yourself?
Well, I didn't know too much about it, but we've got friends here tonight who were actually in Rotaract, which was a younger version of Rotary, so they knew more about it. And I think the founding members of our club, they got together and wanted to make a new Rotary club in Ormskirk, which was like a little bit different from the traditional Rotary club. So that's how we got set up. And I was like a friend of a friend, really. So I've been involved with Round Table and Lady Circle in the past. And we just joined because they were friends of ours, really. And we just have learnt on the job what Rotary is all about. So yeah, we've got like a mix of male and female. We have about half and half really in our club, and we've got a membership of about 51 at the moment. So it's quite a healthy club.
Wow. I am genuinely impressed by not just by the amount of work it seems that you put into it, but the amount of charities as well and organisations that you're there to help and support. It's a really good thing to be involved in, I would imagine, especially when you can see that you're making a difference.
It is, yeah. We've even done like a litter pit last weekend. A few of us here tonight, we were involved. We collected 13 bags of rubbish from the pathways behind Ormskirk Station going along the paths in Ormskirk. So a bit of environmental work as well. So we do a bit of whatever our members want and whatever we feel is needed locally.
You also involved in worldwide events, aren't you? Particularly polio.
We are, yes,
Because it's Rotary's aim to eradicate polio.
That's right, that's right. So we've always donated to polio from our club, and we've done lots of fundraising events in the past. We've planted crocuses, purple crocuses, which is purple's the colour for polio, really. So we've done lots to promote that cause, yeah.
And can you tell us as well about Shelter Box?
Yes, Shelter Box. Whenever there's a disaster in the world, like we've had earthquakes and flooding and all sorts of disasters, we do local collections, and if we've got enough money, there's usually about just under £700 we always keep in reserve, and whenever there's a disaster in the world, we send it to Shelter Box, who send it out to that area that needs needs the equipment for people who are homeless, really.
Yeah. And in my particular group, which is based in McGull, we have been collecting clothes for people over in Ukraine. Have you been involved in that as well?
Yes, we have. We've donated clothes and other things. We were also involved in Crosby in a hub, Ukrainian hub, in an old church. I think it's moved on now, but during that first initial time, they were sort of collecting clothes, and people from the Ukraine who came over were going to get the clothes that they needed, and they use it as a social centre now in that church hall.
Yeah, and you also meet in quite sociable circumstances, don't you? Have a meal, and the is it this?
We meet monthly, second Wednesday of the month at Briars Hall.
Yeah.
We always have a 2-course meal and a drink and a chat, and quite often a speaker, and sometimes just a fun event if it's Christmas, or I think we've got a fun event at Easter where we just do something quite light.
Oh, sorry, I was interrupting you then. Are you involved in the events that are taking place in Southport, for instance, the flower show? Have you got involved in that?
Yeah, we've done it the last couple of years. Myself and you've been involved, haven't you, as well? So, we've gone along. We have a stall which is it's linked up with all the Southport clubs as well. So we sort of take turns.
Because our patients, obviously, they're over in Southport, and there's links. There's they meet at the Seroptimist Club, if I remember correctly, one of the clubs. The other one meet at the Bold Hotel in Lord Street, and they've got 26 events for 26, if I remember rightly.
Right, yeah.
So if you go to their website, you'll be able to find out what social events are taking place with Rotary for the benefit of the public. Some of it is collection of litter and so on, and children's entertainment days at Hesketh Park and so on, but would you recommend joining Rotary Club?
Yeah, definitely. It's a great thing to be involved with it. Make friends, and you're doing good work, and you're supporting your local community. So yeah, definitely recommend it to anyone.
Wow, not bad for the first time on the radio, is it? Well, I've got to ask the question. Hospital radio, request show. What do you like for music? What's your decade?
Oh, probably 80s.
Yes.
Probably 80s. Although I do like sort of earlier ones as well. I enjoyed the Eagles earlier. Yeah.
Can we play you a song? Now, people, when you put people on the spot like this, they always they know all this music, so you don't have to decide right now.
How
but
about let's see, Aha, Take On Me.
That's a good choice.
Is that
what
nice?
We'll do, we'll hand back over to Charlie, and we'll play your next record, Charlie, and then we'll be playing Aha, Take On Me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks very much for that.
Your friend by your bedside.
Radio Heartbeat.